So yeah, let's continue with our weekly gaming magazine. So I decided to we were actually already doing this, without knowing it. But yeah, every week basically at a point during a point of the StarkStream, we'll basically switch for a while to gaming. And yeah, this week was huge for gaming as usual. And basically, Dope Wars, the autonomous world that is developing this kind of street games, gangster games. They basically proposed the Pepper Chain, which is basically a sort of L3 hybrid L3 between using it is a game building games on the Dope World autonomous world using Dojo, so the OnChain Gaming Engine, written in Cairo, and powered by Starknet, and verifying it on Optimism, because the Dope World community has been active on both the Optimism and the Starknet ecosystem. And they also, it was a bit tricky to stay on both ecosystem, and they decided also to come out with this solution of creating a sort of hybrid L3, this kind of crossover, which is really, really cool. I love it. I love Optimism. I love Starknet, and seeing them collaborating, seeing an hybrid version, an hybrid experimentation really makes me very, very happy. So congrats to Cartridge. Their vote, they launched a vote, and which is ending tomorrow. And so far, there is a resounding yes. So it is very likely that this proposal will be voted for. And yeah, we can read just the beginning of the summary of the proposal. The proposal focuses on deploying Dope World and Roll Your Own as a layer 3 application on top of the Optimism mainnet. This proposal is an extension of Dope Improvement Proposals 75. Dope World, the first version of RYO, will still be deployed to Starknet in the short term, according to the original proposal. So they're still, they will be using Starknet only for the short term. As you know, there's already also a alpha version of Roll Your Own that you can play with on testnet. And this extension, though, will utilize cartridge slot with Katana for execution, taking advantage of zero-knowledge proofs and fractal scaling to provide cheap, low-latency, high-throughput compute that will be settled on the Op mainnet. The L3 network will use paper tokens for transaction fees. The proposal also includes the development of a bridge between Layer 2 and L3 for bridging tokens and data between the networks. So this is quite promising. In fact, also paper had a 200 increase in 10 days, guys. Yeah, it was really good to see. And yeah, so have a read of it. You will find it on the description below. And yeah, so kudos to the Dope Wars team. And this comes, on the track of the of another big L3 gaming L3 news, which was was covered on the last StarkStream, because it just came out last Friday. But yeah, this is the Dope Worlds news is similar to this one from Rams, where they teamed up with Cartridge, which is also the company also behind Dope Worlds, and the Cartridge and Rams partnered together in order to turn the Rams autonomous world into an L3, exclusively on Starknet in this case. And yeah, we spoke about it in the past, but if you're interested to know more about it, you'll find the link. Now, last week we started breaking down the different projects that took part in the Holiday Dojo Game Jam. And actually, it was such a big list, guys, that we couldn't cover it in one StarkStream session. So we are breaking it down in different parts. Today is gonna be part number 2, and I think there will be there will also be another couple of sessions, because there are so many projects to cover, and we can't spend the whole session on it. So we'll at each StarkStream for the following 2-3 sessions, we'll be covering some of the projects that weren't covered in the past sessions. So we got to, if I remember well, to Castle Exapolis. So puzzle towards your ideal city tile by tile in Castle Exapolis. Building from the center, plan and choose what to construct carefully as you develop a medieval metropolis. With charming graphics, put your skills to the test and try for the high score. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Welcome, esteemed city planners and strategists. So the game consists in creating a city from the Middle Ages. Okay. So it is more like of an engineering game, right? Engineering slow game where you need to build things, to build neighborhoods, to build cities. Gameplay mechanics. Each turn you place a trio of X tiles, carefully considering their placement in relation to your existing structures. With 24 trio tiles in the game, each decision is crucial in sculpting your city's landscape and securing your triumph. Scoring system. Place trios of X's to grow your city outward from the castle. Try to get the highest score you can. Okay, so you have basically the castle in the middle, and you need to expand outwards. So roads, 1 point if connected to castle by other roads, 3 points per city wall gate connected to the castle by roads. Watchtower, plus 1 point if not touching another watchtower, plus 2 points if also on a hill, plus 5 points for every 3 parks in a connected group. Let's see if we manage to play with it. It is loading. Zoom in. So play. Okay, let's play randomly. So this is a tower, right? So let's put the tower here. Yeah, unfortunately I can't zoom in. I think it's due to the game itself. But hopefully you will be able to see something. So let's put this here, 3 points, because we connected the X tiles in a good way. You see green with green, I suppose. I need to read all the rules yet. Then we can really cool. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure you understood the game. Pretty nice though. I like it. You can have a look, there's a cool, let me post this in the comment section. So there are all the instructions, the white paper of the game, very cool. I'll definitely read this. Then we have Craft Punk. Jump into on-chain space combat. Master your ship design, accounting for the physics of thrust and ballistics. Claim victory and you can issue NFTs of your ship designs. Just one sec. Conquer the space between stars and turn your enemies to space junk. So this is a space battle game. Okay, gameplay video or trailer. Actually, no. We won't click on any Google Sheet form right now. But yeah, so you'll find more info on the corresponding tweet. Then we have a Mississippi Mini. So mint a pint-sized fighter and battle it out 1 versus 1 on chain in Mississippi Mini. Challenge other players or plan your defense to fend off attackers with a choice of tactical approaches. Utilizing Web3 MQ, climb the ladder and claim your spots at the top. So introduction, this is a casual strategy PvE game where you can actively challenge friends or set up your defense strategy for automatic battles. Players will randomly draw a character with corresponding values, including HP, attack, defense, and speed. You can freely choose an opponent for battle and select a skill before each fight. The battle outcome is determined by the attributes and skills of both sides. Very nice. All users start with a default skill of a 20% probability combo, and subsequent auto battles default to the skill chosen in the last fight. So this is our team's first attempt using Dojo, and we wish them all the success possible. And actually, we'll be seeing also, I think the winners will be announced very, very, very shortly by the Dojo team. So let's see who has won this Dojo holiday game jam. Really curious to know the winners. But yeah, anyway, let's move to the next game. Which is Pixelo 2048, which brings the classic and addicting 2048 gameplay on chain and into the Pixelo autonomous world. Choose from 2 modes, stick with the classic 2048 style or mix it up with the numbers turned into BRC20 token tickers for a dash of crypto memory. Cool. So these are remake of 2048, the famous game. Very good. Nice. So this game was developed inside the Pixelo Autonomous Wars track. It's nice to see that the Pixelo Autonomous World is also taking gaining some traction. I think it is a bit more complicated because it is a bit more like a fundamentals and physics driven game, so it needs more more planning to build on it, as far as I could understand. But definitely many more teams are building on it. No, I remember that the Pixel Law project won the hackathon, the IT Global StarkNet track in Paris last July. They're very talented. They're also playing a big role in developing the overall Dojo game universe, I would say. Okay. Last but not least, we have a small game modification of the Dope Wars Roll Your Own game, and which is an escape AI trained police cat to mouse game, to see where basically you need to escape from the police if you're the gangster, or you need to catch the thief if you're a police. If you can play both, maybe not. But anyway, I had a look at it earlier. It is quite promising. So Run, Hustler, Run. So a mini game mode on top of Roll Your Own. It is a cat and mouse game on Phaser set with a gangster neighborhood skin. The NPCs are trained with Q learning in order to have AI for chasing the player. We also added a Pokemon style engagement scene as to loop back to the original game flow. Anyway, they're explaining that they're using this also AI model to let cops chase the thief, and this will come out of the normal roll your own game. So maybe when you're in a risky situation, this mini game inside the mini game will pop out, and you will hit this map. And once the police catches you, there will be this kind of Pokemon style game where you will be able to either run or fight the police, or pay for a bribe in order to get rid of them. And yeah, they also in this demo they show how they plan the whole chasing mechanics using AI. Very cool. And actually, well, we still have something related to gaming. If you're interested, there's a very interesting Twitter space that took place yesterday, organized by Rams, and they featured Terrence from Cartridge and Gabe as well. And they spoke about provable games with Cartridge and StarkNet. So they spoke about this recent big news regarding gaming. So on one hand, turning the Rams autonomous world into the first L3 autonomous world on StarkNet, and on the other one, turning an hybrid StarkNet and Optimism L3 for the Dope World's autonomous world. So using StarkNet technology and the Dojo OnChain Gaming Engine, and finally deploying it on the Optimism layer 2. So on creating an op-chain basically. And yeah, we definitely didn't end our our gaming session. In fact, if you want to catch up with everything related to Rams, you definitely need to subscribe to these newsletters by the Herald, which summarizes the week in the Rams autonomous world.